Okay. So, I have spent some time figuring out what the fuck to do for a build, and I have come down to the conclusion that I should just not bother with heavy bowgun at all, because I never fucking use it. So, or at least I never switch into it in the middle of a hunt, whereas if I had both gun lance and greatsword in one build, I'd have more reason. Since, you know, it's going from it's going between two different very fun movesets. And, you know, not just from a very fun interactive moveset to just point and shoot. And, you know, my whole reasoning behind having bowgun was, oh, you know, if I'm having any trouble with a monster, I can swap to bowgun and try it out. I don't have trouble with monsters, though, that's the thing. I mean, that kind of thing might get more prominent once we go up to Master Rank, whenever the DLC comes out. Because, you know, Master Rank do be kicking ass every time it comes out. So, but, you know, for now, I just don't need it. So, I have devised a build. It's probably not a good one, but I have devised a build. It contains... I haven't finished it yet because I still need a couple parts for it. But it involves this here greatsword along with the good old lawful boars. And it is 2-piece gore with the gore greaves and the gore head. 2-piece Blanganga with the Blanganga chest and the waist. And then the Jindahad arms beta. And I think the rest of the pieces are also beta. I know I keep these same greaves. And so yeah, the rest of the pieces I'm pretty sure are also beta. There might be one alpha piece in there. I don't remember it off the top of my head. But then, you know, that gets me full agitator plus both the Blanganga and the Gormagala set bonuses. And then I slot in 2 points of Counter-Strike, 2 points of Evade Extender, all 3 points of Divine Blessing, and I believe, as well as the other 2 points I need for Antivirus. And I think that's everything I slot in. And then I also keep the Chain Blade Charm for level 2 of Flare. Because, I mean, I've heard that level 2 Flare at this point in time is more effective than level 5. And while I have known that for a while, I've been trying to build under the expectation that these weird things are going to be fixed at some point. But then I figured, you know, it's probably not going to take that much to switch stuff around, and you know, as title updates come and go anyways, probably going to have to rethink builds anyways once those come around. So fuck it, I might as well just build to how things currently are. Like the whole Flare level 2 is better than Flare level 5 because shit's broken. Which, I mean, I don't know how accurate that is because I tried to test it on like the test dummy in the testing room. And whether it be level 2 or level 5, it still takes 2 hits with a greatsword to create a wound on the front. So I don't know how to properly test it, at least. So I'm just going to take people's word for it. Yeah, the build is essentially just full agitator with 2 points of flare. Full antivirus. Full divine blessing. And then a bit of other things as well as counterattack, evade extender, plus the Blank Ganga and Gormagala set bonuses. And then, you know, I'm obviously gonna use my beloved evasion mantle, just because I love it so much. And if I ever get to the point that I can mod stuff, if I ever end up actually figuring that out, I'll probably change the reinforcement bonuses to 4 attack and 1 sharpness instead of affinity. Because while the decorations that are currently on my gun lance will stay the same, once I get that build figured out, I'm going to put critical draw on the greatsword, because critical draw has a full 3 slot. So I'm essentially just going to replace the other 2 points of critical boost with critical draw. So at the very least, the draw attacks have 100% affinity. And then for the rest of the time, the other attacks are at most going to have 40% affinity, because it's going to be 25 after I get over the Frenzy from Gormagala set bonus, and then 15 with Agitator. So at any point in time, at most, affinity is going to be 40%. But, you know, those 2 things are definitely not going to line up perfectly all the time. So sometimes it could be 25, sometimes it could be 15. Either way, since the main weapon is going to be Gun Lance, I'm not going to put too much of an emphasis on affinity. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, I was hoping I could get away from crit draw, but you know, since I'm switching to trying to put Gun Lance and Greatsword in the same set and make them effective, I don't really have a choice except to go for critical draw, since Greatsword and Gun Lance inherently want 2 completely different sets. So instead of going for the rest of the armor, instead of going for more armor, I'm essentially just going to go for these 2 pieces and finish up the build. Go for Nursilla starting tomorrow. And, yeah. Although I am going to go after whatever tempered versions I have of Jindahad and Gormagala. Just because, you know, not only do they give their materials, you know, I also get the Hunter symbol 3s. So, you know, that's good. Of course, this does mean more armor spheres that I need to get, but whatever, it's fine. Okay, first of all, give me that hot drink. Then give me the drugs. Oh, he's stuck in his good old A pose. He loves to start out like that. His roar starts so late. Bruh. Ow, fuck. Okay, it's been a day, so give me a minute. Oh! Flying feline? Bro, he's already left the area. You couldn't have done that sooner? Although honestly, with the way I kind of play Greatsword, I might be able to actually go for burst. And really, I'm only doing this so I actually have a reason to interact with the weapon switching mechanic. Because, I mean, while I have bowguns as my second weapon, I never switch weapons. So... I want to interact with it. And I've swapped weapons a lot more when I had both Gunlance and Greatsword. Man. So... yeah, I don't think Jindahat's too bad. At least I don't think he's too bad with Greatsword. Then again, Greatsword is my usual problem solver for any large monsters. In general. I mean, in Iceborne, my problem solver for large monsters was light bowgun, but, you know, in Iceborne, we were dealing with Sappy Jiva and shit. Ow, I keep forgetting not to roll before he does that. I roll to get out of the way, but I forget I don't roll far enough to get out of the way. But yeah, this mod, I don't think he's too bad. Unless... I mean, he's only for... oh, yeah. World is definitely fun and satisfying. I will say, with Greatsword specifically, with the true charges for Greatsword, they are definitely a lot more satisfying to pull off in World than they are in Wilds. Because, like, with Focus Mode, you could just pull off an ungodly amount of true charges in a single hunt. And while, yes, in World, if you're skilled, you can do the same thing, but, like... yeah, I mean, in World... you can pull off an insane amount of true charges if you're skilled, but, like, I wouldn't say I'm too skilled. Honestly, I'm probably above average at most. Above average at most, although I'm almost certainly painfully average. Like... I'm nothing special when it comes to skill, but the amount of true charges I can land in Wilds in a single hunt is truly insane. I tried Charge Blade in World at one point. It was really early when I first got into World. I kind of liked it, but, you know, I haven't played World Charge Blade in so long, I don't remember what it's like. Think I can hit him with the wall? Nice. Stay there. Thank you. Lucky, okay. Do you think I can offset that shit? Be really cool if I could. How the fuck did I reach that shit? What? Aw, damn. Bruh. I will say Jindahad definitely isn't a good showcase of just how many true charges you can pull off. Because, I mean, Jindahad, he's so fuck-ass big that you can't really fight him like you can regular monsters. Like, if you see me go against Rathian or something, truly a ridiculous amount of true charges that can go on during a Rathian hunt. It is insane. Then again, in World, I mostly resorted myself to a crit draw playstyle. So, I never really attempted that many true charges. Oh, you're doing that right now, okay. Okay, Thanks for the warning, jackass. Alright. Just the casual, no warning ultimate. Ah, damn it. Fuck. Woo! We're good. You're cringe. You're cringe for roaring like that. Oh, you're doing that? Okay. See, I feel like Jindahad is really the only, like, one of the few monsters that I feel like bringing a bowgun constantly would be most beneficial. Because of those sections right there. Oh! Fucking offset, bitch! Oh, shit. You know what? Fair enough. Jerry! Get me the fuck out of here! Okay, we're good. You can eat a max potion now. Give me that hot drink. We're good. Okay. Woo! Go around to this wound here. Fucking stop moving your legs. come here. Oh. Oh, I can't believe I still had time for that. Okay. Tempered wound. Oh, I pressed left trigger instead of right trigger. That's, hey, I was just kidding, Jindahad. It was... What if I told you it was for a school project? Just kidding, bitch! I wasn't kidding at all. Except for that pit. Damn it. Bitch! Fucking give me that wound, Jindahad. I need your parts. Oh, you're doing it again. Okay. Sure, go ahead. Put that on. Let's get it! Okay. Oh. And there we go. Okay. Yeah, he's not too bad. Yeah, did pretty clean. I mean, I used 7 mega potions, but you know, still clean. Okay. Alright. How much shit did I get? Well, I got all of his parts that I need now. I just need the certificate. Yeah, I figured out, well, technically, a specific build that I want to use that has both Gunlance and Greatsword in it. Like, Greatsword is the secondary weapon. The problem is, you know, they kind of, both Gunlance and Greatsword kind of want different skills in their builds, so I did the best I could. The idea was to have Gunlance be the main weapon, and then some kind of sticky heavy bowgun as the secondary, but then they ruined bowguns. So, because, like, you know, you can't use bowgun mods to take care of the recoil problem, so sticky just feels like shit to use. The monster barely stays down when you knock it down, so cluster's kind of shit. I could go poison or paralysis, but you know, at that point I might as well just go for damage. And in terms of damage for heavy bowgun, I've tried spread. Well, let me get rid of... I've tried spread, and while it works, they killed spread ammo, because in both World and Rise, I'm pretty sure, you could get as close to the monster as you want, but spread, like, you know, as long as you weren't too far away, spread ammo was always in critical distance. But in Wilds, you can't get close to the monster anymore for spread ammo to be in critical distance. Like, you know, you still have to be kind of close, but if you get too close, it goes out of critical distance. Whereas in previous games, you could get as close as you want, you would still be in critical distance. You just couldn't get too far away. So spread ammo's kind of dead. I've heard normal ammo is kind of shit anyways, so I've never bothered to try it. So it feels like the only viable ammo is pierce ammo, which you need to be a decent ways away from the monster to be in critical distance. But a lot of the monsters use primarily melee attacks, so it's like, fine, I guess I'll just permanently be outside of critical distance. Thank you very much, Mr. Monster, sir. Thank you for being such a wonderfully wonderful dickhead, I guess. And, I mean, I could go for status ammo again, but at that point I might as well just go for more damage. I mean, hell, a melee weapon with a status is gonna be better worth my time than having status ammo, because at least with a weapon that does status, I still do damage while dealing the status. But status ammo doesn't do damage while you're shooting it. I could go element, but at that point, you know, you just have to make multiple bowgun sets. I haven't tried slicing ammo, but I doubt it's worth it. And like I said, sticky ammo, it's got too much recoil to even feel good to play. And monsters don't stay down nearly long enough for cluster to be of much use. So yeah, it feels like the only viable ammo at that point is pierce ammo. So the idea was to use bowgun as my secondary, but then it's like, you know, the initial idea I had was, you know, if a monster's giving me trouble, I could swap out to bowgun and have an easier time, but that was when I still thought sticky was good. But then, you know, once it got down to this point, it's really just like, well, now I don't even want to switch into it, because it's just a point and shoot instead of point and shoot until the monster gets stunned down, and then I can become an artillery cannon, right? I can become a mortar. And then, you know, along with that, monsters just don't give me trouble in this game, really. I mean, outside of a couple, but, you know, those couple are Yonkutku and Gypsaros, which are just more annoying than anything, because they piss me off. And then I haven't fought Gormagala too many times, so he'll probably slice me up. But yeah, I initially had the idea that bowgun was always going to be my secondary, but then they ruined a bowgun, so I was like, well, shit. Now I'm just not interacting with the dual weapon system at all. Like, the bowgun was rotting in that fucking side pouch on the fucking bird. It was never getting used, so I was like, well, what's a guy to do? So I essentially at this point just bit the bullet and was like, okay, I'll just put Gunlance and Greatsword in one build, or at least try to. Because, I mean, Gunlance and Greatsword are both my mains for this game. So, and you know, I enjoy playing them both, so I have a much better reason to actually switch weapons mid-hunt. Especially since, you know, the Greatsword has Blast on it, so I could be like, oh, maybe I could get some Blast procs in here to kind of speed things up a bit if I start with Gunlance. You know, middle of the hunt, be like, you know, he's giving me some trouble. I might be able to move this Greatsword, get some offsets, get some Blast procs. You know. So it's just at the end of the day, after, again, the sheer travesty that is the death of bowgun, I decided to try and put Greatsword in the same build with the Gunlance. Problem with that, again, like I said earlier, is that Greatsword and Gunlance want entirely different skills. Greatsword essentially wants Flare plus affinity skills, and then Gunlance benefits more from skills like Burst and, like, you know, just sheer raw attack. So, you know, a bit of a difficult thing to do. Although the one saving grace is that Gunlance benefits more from affinity in wilds than it has in previous titles, because you actually you actually hit the monster with your weapon a lot more in your combos than in past games. Because in past games, the idea was, like, you know, most of your combos consist of mostly the gun lance shelling, unless you were playing slap gun lance, which you didn't use your shelling at all. But really the idea was, you know, most of your combos come from shelling, since, you know, shelling doesn't care about hit zone, so you just shell as much as you can. But with the way they did gun lance in Wilds, a lot of your combos involve a lot of actually swinging the weapon. So it does benefit a lot more from affinity in this game than previous games. So that's essentially the saving grace that I'm trying to work with to try and smash these two weapons together in one build. And the idea I have isn't great. It's not amazing, but it's something. It's 2-piece Gore Magala, 2-piece Blanganga, plus the Jin Dahad arms, which essentially gets me full Agitator, which both weapons can take advantage of, Blanganga set bonus, which gives me an attack increase if I do a specific gesture, which again both weapons can take advantage of, and then Gore Magala's set bonus, which gives me affinity after I clear the Frenzy. So Greatsword can take more advantage of that than Gun Lance. Although I'm kind of half reconsidering 2-piece Gore Magala. Excuse me, sorry, I don't know. Just ate a bowl of goldfish crackers earlier, so I think it might be coming back to bite me. But yeah, I'm kind of rethinking Gore Magala because the gun lance I'm using, I think, has 0% affinity. And the only affinity-based skills I have are Agitator and the Frenzy Virus thing. So at any given time, the most amount of affinity I can have is 45%. And, you know, the gun lance I plan on using, Lawful Boars, has 0%. So it only hits for a critical hit 45% of the time. Which isn't the best. But it's like, you know, it's probably the best I can do, because outside of that, I could instead go, because I outside of 2-piece Gore, I want to keep 2-piece Blanganga, because A, doing a gesture to buff is kind of funny, because, you know, it is the 2 victory gesture. So, you know, it's not too stupid to try and use, like, you know, like you just get off your secret, quickly do it, and you're buffed for a set amount of time. So I kind of like it. Plus, you know, Blanganga set does give a lot of Agitator, so that I also like. So Blanganga set bonus is kind of locked in. The problem comes with the other set bonus I could do. The first option is obviously Gore for affinity-related buffs, right? But then the second option I could do is Guardian Ebony Odogaron, which the set bonus is a boost to the burst skill, which the burst skill gives you attack. I think, is it both attack and affinity? I think it might just be attack. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, no, yeah, burst only increases your attack after you hit 5 times in a row. Although those 5 times in a row have to be within a small set amount of time, which is why Greatsword can't really take advantage of it. But on top of that, the 2-piece Ebony Odogaron gives a booster to the burst skill, so it essentially adds more attack onto what burst already gives you. But like I said, the problem is Greatsword can't really take advantage of it, because while the way I play Greatsword, at least, I can get a decent amount of hits in, they're slow hits, so if I do ever activate burst, it's going to be like in a very tight window. Like, I can't even do the full true charge combo. Because, I mean, if I just do, like, you know, the 1 swing, 2 swing, and then the full, like, 3, like, you know, that only maximizes to 4 hits, so I'd have to put something in there at some point to get the 5th hit in. And, you know, it'd just be probably too shaky of timing to actually, like, take advantage of it. But then the third option, outside of Gore and Ebony, is to go Doshiguma set bonus, which that gives you an attack bonus after you do a successful power clash or offset. And, you know, both Gun Lance and Greatsword can do power clashes, and then Greatsword can do offsets. So that could technically be better. Problem is, for one, power clashes don't happen that often, and also not every monster can do them. So that would be more of a monster-specific kind of thing. And then Greatsword, theoretically, if I get off enough offsets, it should be fine. And I believe the set bonus boost lasts quite a while. So, theoretically, I don't have to do it that often. I don't know. I mean, I'm very close to essentially just leaving Gore Magala behind and just doing a full-on Blanganga Doshiguma set. And just kind of saying, fuck it. You know, if it activates, it activates. You know, it's not like I have the most efficient builds anyways. Although at the same time, I could just say fuck it and put burst on. Although at the same time, instead of Blanganga, I could put on 2-piece Doshiguma, 2-piece Ebony Odogaron. But then I wouldn't really get Agitator. Man. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. But I feel like the best option is still the 2-piece Blanganga, 2-piece Gore Magala. I still feel like that's the best option. Because, you know, Greatsword can take advantage of Affinity. And then Gun Lance, while it won't have a lot of Affinity, it can still take advantage of it as long as it has it whenever it activates. But the problem with the setup right now is that it doesn't really have a consistent amount of Affinity because, you know, I'm not always going to have the Frenzy Virus topped off. And then, you know, the monster's not always going to be angry. So it's kind of like a... I don't know. I could do 2-piece Gore, 2-piece Ebony. Because from what I hear, that's the kind of the meta set. But at the same... I mean, it could technically work. It could technically work, I think. I don't know. I mean, hell, apparently the first title update with Mizutsune is coming in April. So I might just have to rework all of this shit anyways. And while I could also say, oh, I could just go full flare and be done with it, at this point in time, as far as I know, the flare skill is still broken to where level 2 is better than level 5 for whatever reason. So while I could say, just say screw it and go full flare, the skill is broken, so there's literally no point. At least as far as I know, the skill is broken. I don't know how to effectively test it for myself, so I'm essentially just trusting the internet. Which, you know, can have mixed results, but I mean, at the end of the day, after all the title updates are out and all that, I'll probably have a completely different build to what I have now. So, for being completely honest, I could almost certainly get away with going 2 Ebony, or hell, even, yeah, 2 Ebony. I could honestly, quite honestly, get away with just slapping a greatsword on this build right here. In fact, you know what? Put that on there. And then swap this out with critical draw. Theoretically, if I play the greatsword as if I would play a crit draw, then it should be fine. Or at the very least, my draw attacks will have full affinity. But the difficult thing with that is the way I play greatsword in this game, I don't sheath all that much. So what, could I just put Critical Eye in? I mean, I'm pretty sure Expert has a level 3 decoration I don't have. So I could, in theory, get plus 20 affinity and just kind of ride off the 40%. Ay. It's definitely something. Or, hear me out, or say fuck affinity, go full on attack boost, right? And then if I ever get to the point where I actually care enough to mod the game, I can switch out the reinforcement bonuses for 4 attack boost and leave the sharpness boost. And just say fuck affinity altogether. That's kind of what I'm thinking, maybe. Because then maybe instead of full burst with a chain charm, I can put on 2 flare with the charm and just leave it at 3 burst. It's definitely an option. Because, I mean, while Gunlance can't necessarily take full advantage off of Flare, you can pop wounds pretty consistently with Gunlance. And plus, you know, the Gunlance I'm using has long shelling, so I can much easier snipe any wounds that other shellings wouldn't be able to. So, in other words, I could go a lot of different directions here. I could go so many directions here. I just don't know which to go. I mean, honestly, again, I could just say fuck it and do this. Because theoretically, with the way I play Greatsword, while I might not be able to take advantage of Burst, if I just go full attack, because, you know, I'm using regular Arkveld's Gunlance. I'm not doing meta here. I have Blangonga set bonus. I'm not doing meta whatsoever. So, I don't know. Yeah, I guess I'll just see how this goes, and then I'll just maybe get those later. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I'll finish off this Jin Dahad investigation. I'll run a couple Jindahad hunts with greatsword. With this set, see how it goes. Okay, before I'm gonna just get a meal going. See, I have to go with meat. Then suppose kunafa cheese. Do I go for maybe specialist? Because the greatsword is blast. And then I guess we'll go for defender high this time. I don't know. Either way, I gotta swap my fucking weapon. Jerry! Jerry! I need my weapon. Okay. That's not gonna work. To victory. 378. Oh my god. His roar comes so late. Oh. Damn. Oh my god, it has multiple hitboxes? What do you mean? Woo! Oh shit. Am I dead? Nope, we're not dead. We livin'! Okay. Okay. Alright. It's not too bad. I mean, it's not the numbers you'd see with going critical with crit boost, but, you know, it's not bad. I could also just make a Jin Dahad specific set. Oh no, not the stamina. Please, don't take my stamina away. Oh no. It's not like I totally don't have enough. Oh no. Not my stamina. Dear Lord, whatever shall I do with all this stamina that I have totally lost and care about? And activate burst with this. Ah. You're bad. What? What? Hey, get me the fuck out of here, bro. Some bullshit. Ooh. Oh my god. Keep burst activated. This is fine. Ah, it's not that fine. We're good though, agitator's activated. Bro, I just activated burst. Aw, man. Bro, I just activated burst again, whatever. Oh. Get down here. Okay. Oh! Oh, come on, I pressed the fucking button. Got evade extender this time, bitch. Bruh. I mean, yeah, Jindahat is probably the exact kind of monster I would build a very specific set to beat. Oh, just reached it. Oh, you're cringe. You're cringe. Oh, come on. my god, you are shitting me. Dude! Yeah. Thought he was gonna do a little kick, but you know. Fucking Christ, those heavy explosion pots are shit. Yeah, we're just fighting on the ledge now. Okay, well, it's not going as well as it did when I was using Affinity. But, you know, again, I could just build a specific set for Jindahad. Because, again, he does seem like the type of monster I would build a specific set for. Why can't I fucking stealth attack? Whatever. What do you mean? Where does his fucking roar start from? What is bro doing? See, there, it looked like it started from the center of him, but, you know, his initial roar seems like it starts from his actual mouth. It's weird. Ow. Oh, shit! Was he going for the cat, or did he lead his shot? I can't tell. I honestly can't tell with these monsters half the time if they're leading their shot or just going for the cat. It's very hard to tell. Oh, shit. I literally just put on the evasion mantle, dickhead. Okay. I mean, yeah, honestly, Jindahad is probably just gonna need his own specific set. Probably something like 4-piece score. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Really? Yeah, probably just 4-piece score set to get the most affinity possible. Bro. Dude! Really? He can do a fucking tail sweep? Since when? I thought it was just a tail slam. Jesus. Okay, well. Yeah, this is not going nearly as well. Uh... Dude, really? You're not telling me that that shit caused tremble. Or tremor, whatever the fuck it's called. Okay, seriously, where the fuck does the roar come from? Fucking stop moving your foot! I fucked it. I pressed the left trigger instead of fucking triangle. Dude, stop moving your feet! Stop it. Okay, can you stop being a dick so I can get the wound? Dude. Seriously, though. Stop. Dude! Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking scream at this guy. Thank you! Oh, of course I didn't make it. Fuck it. If I didn't roll to start with, I probably would have gotten that. He's doing that again. Okay. Wait, what do you mean that didn't have one? What do you mean that didn't have one? What do you mean that didn't have one? Oh yeah, because I'm pretty sure he already did this in this zone. Because he's a dickhead. Yeah, this is not going nearly as well. I'm already at 20 minutes. Really? Bro, I was on the ground! I'm so mad. I'm getting really mad at this fucker. Where's this fucking battle remains? Those better not be explosive. Piercing pod, thank you. Dude, this guy. Fucking... Oh my god! I'm so used to I'm so used to the focus mode being on hold instead of toggle with the gun lance. I fucking forgot. Oh, man. Classic. Oh, okay, yeah, that didn't go nearly as well. Just goes to show how much affinity is the way to go for Greatsword. Oh, why did these two have to be my mains for this fucking game? I mean, Greatsword isn't even my main for this specific game. I just generally play Greatsword. Greatsword's like my all game, every game main, while Gunlance is Wild's main. Why did it have to be Wild's where these two weapons clashed? Oh my god. I guess I could go Powerhouse instead. The Doshiguma set bonus. I don't know. I mean, obviously Jin Dahad will probably just have to straight up make a 4-piece Gore Magala set for it. 4-piece Gore Magala with regular Arcveld chest, I believe, is the way to go. 2 points of flare. At least until they fix it. You know, as much as I love Monster Hunter, some things about this game specifically piss me off. You know, I don't know what it is. Things just made sense. Back in the older games. I mean, hell, even with GU and everything else before that, it just kind of makes sense. So many things in this game still don't make fucking sense to me. And I can't even tell whether or not it's a skill issue or if it's just the game itself. Ay. Fucking sweat in my mask and I think it's starting to smell. At least I think that's what I smell. It could just be me. Let me just... Why can I smell it when I'm not intentionally trying to smell it, but when I'm intentionally trying to smell it, all of a sudden the mucus and snot kicks in. Just be like, oh, you wanted to actually smell shit this time? Hell no. I'm also just now realizing that the front of the mask is getting kind of fucked up. Man, I gotta get some kind of better mask. The first one I had was one of those, like, shitty full face party, like, sheer flimsy plastic party masks that I just cut in half. And then to replace that one, I got a batch of, like, the ones I have now, which are harder plastic. And I thought, because they were harder plastic, whenever I sweat, they wouldn't get fucked up. But you know, I mean, again, they're cheap party masks, so they're getting fucked up all the same. It's definitely not gonna help when it starts to get hotter. It's getting to that point. I mean, yesterday it was 60 degrees. Today's a little colder, but, you know, it's starting to get there. Pretty soon I have to boot up the air conditioner again and hope it didn't break over winter. I guess for the rest of the stream I'll just keep the camera off so I don't fuck up the mask more than I have to. See, I don't know how the fuck I can get a Gunlance greatsword thing to work. I don't know, it's really something else to try and figure out. 'Cause whenever I get all the armor, all my farming for all the armor sets are done, I do want to also get all the weapons. And I want to play those weapons as I go down the list. So, like, you know, whenever I'm farming for long swords, I'd play essentially only greatsword, and then when I'm farming for sword and shields, I'd be only playing long swords, and, you know, so on and so forth. Further I go down the list. You know, I already have an idea for a longsword set, which is to use like 4A, and then have a poison and paralysis longsword as my main weapons. So then it's like, you know, at that point, then I now have a reason to interact with the weapon swaps with the 2-weapon system. Because since 4A lets you take advantage of both poison and paralysis, you know, whenever the monster gets to running away, I can just kind of, while I'm chasing the monster, I can swap to the other longsword and just kind of swap between ailments, like swap between statuses each area so the buildup doesn't get too out of hand. Or, you know, if a monster is particularly resistant to either poison or paralysis, I can just then swap to the other one and just kind of take it from there. So in that kind of situation, I have a very clear reason to use the weapon swap system. And, you know, since, you know, both the weapons are long swords, you know, I just build for 4A longsword, essentially. This, you know, this is kind of a different beast. Because, like, what the fuck do I do with 2 different weapons that want 2 different builds? Tricky. Definitely interesting. Because, you know, with this kind of build, I have to essentially just stick with set bonuses and skills that just generally benefit both. Then again, I could just go back to bowgun, but, you know, if I go back to bowgun, the bowgun's just not gonna get used. I'm very conflicted on what to fucking do here. Do I just slap in a second gun lance, or like... Because if I just slap in a second gun lance, it's just gonna be like, well, why swap to it? I already have a gun lance. If I put it in bowgun, it's like, why swap to it? I'm both having fun with gun lance, and apart from that, the monster's not giving me any trouble, so I had no reason to swap to bowgun. At least I have enough fun with playing greatsword. I could be like, oh, I guess I can... Maybe the monster's giving gun lance a little trouble. Or, hey, I've never fought this monster with greatsword before, I can give it a try. Whereas bowgun, you know, since it's just point and shoot, you know, it's not overly fun. I mean, hell, even with my time with light bowgun in Iceborne, I think an airplane or something just flew over. I don't know, something happened. What the fuck is going on outside? I don't know. Now I lost my train of thought. Damn. Well, shit.
Hmm. Man. And it's like, I want to interact with this primary, secondary weapon shit, but I just don't have a reason to. Cause I mean, I don't go out and do field surveys all that often. Like, I don't just go out into the map and hunt every monster on there that often, so it's not like I need it's not like I have a reason to be able to swap in the middle of anything. I mean, even, hell, as far as this gone, even, like I said previously, the best reason I have is I enjoy playing Greatsword, so I might as well try fighting the thing with Greatsword. This fucking sucks, honestly. Because, I mean, they gave us this primary, secondary weapon system, but I may as well still build for one weapon. And just have another one sitting there because I can't take the second weapon off. When I try to go into Greatsword and just select this one, I can't take it off. So whatever second weapon is there, I might as well just have sit there and let it rot. This sucks. I mean, either that or I am facing this dilemma purely because of my weapons of choice. Because, I mean, sure, it's not like I'm aiming for meta, but even if I don't aim for meta, it feels like nothing works as well as just splitting the weapons into two different builds and just letting the secondary weapon rust. I mean, I guess I could put a different element or status weapon in the secondary, but it's like, I like using this weapon. Why swap to something I don't like using? Like, you know, I like my Lawful Boar's long shelling normal power gun lance that has natural white sharpness. I fucking enjoy it. So why swap to literally any other gun lance? it just makes me mad. Because they gave us this awesome primary, secondary weapon system, but I don't have a reason to use it. And I cannot stress this, I cannot say this enough, it pisses me off. It just sucks. I mean, hell, this stream isn't really even, like, the title, finalizing the build, probably isn't even accurate anymore, because I still don't know what the fuck to do. Every time I think I know what the fuck to do, it makes me mad. I want to interact with the system, but not only do my weapons of choice not work well together, I don't have an innate reason to do it other than, fuck it, I guess I'll try fighting it with this weapon. But it's like, for the most part, I've already found which monsters work best fighting it with each weapon. Why the fuck would I change it? Why the fuck would I fight it with a different weapon? Especially when I'm essentially going to force myself to do that later down the line while I'm farming for weapons. So it's like, since I'm going to do it later, why force myself to do it now? Man. This is bullshit. I tell you what, this is some motherfucking bullshit.
Okay, so maybe there is a way I can do this. Maybe. So if we change to a piece of armor that has a 3 slot. Look up burst. There might be a way I can do this. Depending on the 3 slottage count of the Gormagala armor, there might be a way I can do this.
What are we making today?
Okay, got four three slots. So theoretically, I could go 4-piece. I could go 4-piece Gormagala with the Guardian Arkfeld arms. And then I have. Okay, hold on. I don't. Okay, just to be safe, just to make sure my computer doesn't crash. Hold on. We're going to do some theory crafting here. I just want to make sure the computer doesn't crash, right? I recently found a website that has a build planner. Okay. So we'll do some theory crafting here. So theoretically, we get all of the Gormagala beta, or at least 4 pieces of it. And then we have Guardian Arkfeld braces beta, right? Then we put on Chainblade for the flare. We put in 3 burst. And then 1 tenderizer. So we got 3 burst and 3 tenderizer. Right? And then obviously use these 2 1 slots for antivirus. I was hoping for a bit more 2 slots. But you know, fuck it. Okay, so the greatsword, as it is, has 20% affinity. So with weakness exploit, without hitting wounds, that's 15%. So it's 35. And then once antivirus comes in, I know level 1 Gormagala set boost gives you 10%, and I think the level 2 is supposed to give you 15 for a total of 30 with antivirus. I think. I don't know. But, you know, it should be. Ugh. This fucking sucks. So if we take the assumed 30 with level 2 Gormagala set bonus and antivirus, that'll get the Ardian Greatsword I have that has 20% affinity up to 50. Then Weakness Exploit gives an extra 15, that's 65 up to 75 on wounds. 75% affinity on wounds. Add in the Corrupted Mantle. And that's 85%. Man. Does Counter-Strike give you anything? No, it just gives flat attack. This fucking sucks. Because, like, I'm trying to do two things at once here, and it's obviously not gonna work. But going for sheer attack for Greatsword, not for Greatsword, for Gunlance, isn't gonna help Greatsword nearly as much as it helps Gunlance. Man. Okay, let's just redo this, or, you know, I guess not. Okay. Okay. So I keep hearing that the meta is typically, for Greatsword at least, is 4-piece gore with Arkveld chest. Although the place I heard it from refused to mention alpha or beta. Yeah, I was discussing it with someone in Discord earlier, and they just said 4-piece gore with Arkveld chest. They didn't mention alpha or beta. But I'm going to assume beta, since that's where all the decoration slots are. Okay. Oh, wait, no. No, I think the second level of Gormagala set bonus just adds in an attack power increase instead of extra affinity. Okay. So it is just supposed to be a flat 30 with full antivirus. Got it. Okay. But right now it's 25 because I forget if it's either antivirus or the set bonus that's not working.
Or maybe it is working and people just think it's supposed to give 30. I don't know. I just keep hearing things aren't working. I don't know if people are telling the truth. I don't know if. Whatever. Either way, it gives 25%. So. I imagine since there's 4 3 slots, people would typically put in Flare as the charm. Or at least do some kind of combination of this depending on decoration availability. But I imagine they would do some kind of combination to get 5 weakness exploit and 2 flare. And then the 2 slots are used for something. Coalescence isn't that much of a factor here, since it just adds elemental attack power and status build up, which personally I don't give that much of a shit about. Okay. So the greatsword I have has 20% already. Plus the 25 from overcoming affinity. That's 45. And then the 30% on weak spots, that's 75, plus 20%, that's 95, plus Corruption Mantle, that's 100% affinity. And I think usually they would use the 2 slots for maximum might. At least a couple points of it. Maybe? I don't know, because, I mean, theoretically, if antivirus or whichever thing is broken supposedly worked as intended and gave 30% instead of 25, then all you would need is weakness exploit, and as long as you hit wounds, you're there. You're at 100% affinity. And because Flare is, again, supposedly broken, I didn't notice a difference. Then again, I was fighting Jin Dahad, so it's not really easy to tell. I don't know, dude. It's just so confusing to figure out what works and what doesn't, because people say shit is broken, people say other shit is broken. I either don't use it or don't notice a difference or don't know how to properly test it. There's just so much shit going around about the game right now that I don't know which is true and which isn't. You know? Really make me just kind of feel like saying fuck it, just doing 5 pieces of one monster. At the very least, I know Burst works as intended, so it's very tempting. Like, you know, I know Burst works as intended, and as far as I know, well, at the very least, I'm pretty sure I get an attack increase from the Blanganga set bonus. So it's very tempting to just say fuck it and stick with that and just deal with the shortcomings of Greatsword. I don't fucking know. This sucks. Especially coming off of World, where pretty much everything was already figured out. People had already determined what was the best and what wasn't. Now, once again, we're left to figure shit out, but on top of that, things are, again, supposedly broken. I don't know how true any of these claims are, but they're supposedly broken. Which doesn't help, as you might imagine. Man. And on top of all of that, my weapons of choice just don't mesh well together, so I'm triple fucked at this point. Fucked in the way of the game's only been out a week or two, so we don't know what the fuck is going on. Things are fucked in another way, because things are supposedly broken, and fucked in a third way, because the weapons I want to use don't mesh well together. So what the fuck am I supposed to do? I'm just giga fucked here. I'm just giga fucked, so am I just left to the fate of just sticking to just creating two separate sets and letting the bowguns rot in the sack on the side of the bird? Like, is that the fate I'm left to? Honestly, I mean, at this point, that's really my only answer. That is honestly my only answer, because unless I can just use the bowgun on the Gunlance set to hunt things I usually hunt greatsword with while I have my Gunlance set, but that would only be useful if I was doing constant field surveys, which while I'm farming shit, I'm only doing fucking quests, so I can just swap sets in between quests. Man, I'm just fucked here. I feel like I'm just fucked. I am just completely and utterly shat on. This is not fun. This is not a fun time. I mean, theoretically, this set could work for Gunlance. Because, you know, with maximum might... With maximum might in there, it should still get to 95. Because, again, Antivirus Frenzy only gives 25, so it should at least get to 95. And while I'd prefer it be 100... I still don't know whether Antivirus and Frenzy is broke. So... And then instead of Corrupted, I could probably still get away with using Evasion Mantle, despite the affinity only reaching 95. I mean, again, theoretically, if Frenzy Antivirus is broken and it gets updated to give 30% at some point in the future, then the set would be fine, and I would have no problems. Because I'd be hitting at least 80% affinity on weak spots and 100% on wounds. Which, you know, I could go into a whole rant about how, you know, they still split weakness exploit. Which, I mean... The wound system is an infinitely better system than the tenderized system. But, like... Why are you breaking weakness exploit down into 2 bits? Hell, I don't care if you reduce the maximum amount of affinity we get from 50 to 40. I mean, at the very least, it makes more sense. It's better in Wilds than it was in Iceborne. Because at least the wound system is a good fucking system. Fucking tenderizing. Man. I mean, hell, did it even matter that I reversed the changes made to weakness, exploit, and rise with mods? Because, I mean, at the end of the day, I was still tenderizing parts to get more damage out of it anyways. Because, I mean, sure, weakness, exploit didn't have to hit tenderized zones to get its full 50% with a mod. Tenderizing still... Tenderizing was just a shit system in general. I could go into a rant about it, but I'm not. Not today, bruh. But I will go into a rant about how fucked I feel at this point. I honestly, would it just be worth it to just wait until Mizu's title update drops to see if that changes anything? Because surely by the time that update drops, that title update drops, things will have been fixed. Not everything, obviously, because, you know, it's only a month. It's only about 20 days away. We've only got 20 days, so they're obviously not going to fix everything, but surely some of the more important things will be fixed. So should I just wait till the title update to think about this? Because on top of that, Mizu's armor is definitely going to add some kind of skill or special set bonus. Speaking of which, do you think the bubbly dance skill from Rise is going to be the set bonus from Mizu's armor? Because Bloodlust from Rise was reformed into Gormagala's set bonus. And Bloodlust was the Megala's special skill. And Bubbly Dance is Mizutsune's special skill, so do you think that'll get reformed into a set bonus instead? Questions. Oh no. I don't know. Like, if we go into my set building, this is initially what I was thinking. You know, critical draw on the greatsword. And then 2-piece gore, 2-piece Blanco with Dahad shard braces. For full agitator, some antivirus. I even had room for Divine Blessing and a couple Counter-Strike. I still had room for 2 evade extender at least. But it's like, sure, I could do that, but crit draw doesn't support the way I play the greatsword. In Wilds, I barely sheath the greatsword. I only really sheath it to heal. Or go after the monster. And plus, you know, with the moveset Greatsword has in general, it doesn't really support a crit draw setup in that much in general. Maybe not. I don't know. I could try to experiment with it. Just say fuck it. Because, like, the idea with Greatsword in this game is, like, you know, with focus mode and everything. Like, you know, with focus mode, you want to keep the weapon unsheathed. Perfect blocks, offsets. And I'm just going to go off of a limb here. You can't do an offset attack from a sheath. Out of sheath, so... You want to keep the weapon unsheathed, right? So... The moveset plus the way I generally play Greatsword at this point very much counteracts the use of critical draw. Right? Hold on. Okay. Man, they really took a shit on Critical Eye, huh? Only 20% affinity? I mean, I guess it makes sense. So if I did go with this, but instead of these two, put in Expert 3 and an Expert 2, then since it only gives 20%, with the 20% the Greatsword I have has already, that would only add up to 40%, with the 25 from the Gormagala and antivirus bonus. That's only 65%. So it's barely worth it. I just feel like if Affinity's not at the very least at like 80 or 85, it's just not worth it. I don't know. Man, this was so much simpler back in my day, literally back 1 and 2 games ago. When you could only carry one weapon, so you only had to build for one weapon. Oh, now trying to fit in 2 weapons in one single build. 2 different kinds of weapons, no less. It's especially stupid when the 2 weapons you want to put in the set don't fucking mesh. I don't know how the fuck that happened. Fucking, I saw the fucking Gunlance spray. I was like, oh, I want to main Gunlance for a while. And then, you know, obviously you have Greatsword on the side. This fucking sucks. This literally just fucking sucks. So, honestly, yeah, I'll probably just have to... I don't know. I'll probably just end up having... yeah, honestly, I'm just gonna stick with the builds I have for Greatsword and Gunlance for now. Maybe later down the line, things will change. I don't know. For Greatsword, I might change it to a 2-piece Gore, 2-piece Blanco. Just to make use of the Blanganga fucking... I don't know. Should I even do that? Because, like, I mean, the Greatsword set I have right now has level 5 Flare. Which, again, according to people, is a waste because supposedly level 2 is better than level 5 right now. Supposedly. Should I even bother with set building at this point? Fucking half the shit I want to use doesn't even fucking work, supposedly. I don't know. I don't have a way to test this shit. So, this fucking sucks. This literally sucks, and it breaks my fucking heart, because I love Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter Wilds, it's a fun game. But, like, I'm hearing so many different things about whether or not shit's broken. I don't know who, what, or... I don't know. And it both makes me mad and breaks my fucking heart, dude. Fucking 75 hours in the game, and I still haven't gotten I still haven't laid down a solid build yet. I am almost at 100 hours, and I still don't know what the fuck the build's gonna be. I mean, should I just do what everyone else is doing until until the last title update comes along? That honestly might just be the best decision. Just do what everyone else is doing until the final title update comes along to free me of this pain. Because theoretically, once the final title update comes along, we'll have a shit ton more options than we did at this point in the game. Man. Because, and it also sucks, it's because it's like, because of this dilemma I'm having, I barely even want to play the game, because it's just like, do I even want to use this set? Do I want to use a different set? And on top of that, it also sucks because I'm not saying, in general, the end game of Wilds is bad, right? I'm not saying that. It's a decent end game, especially for Monster Hunter. Because, you know, God knows in the past it was shit. You know, GU, the end game was essentially doing the same quests and mining the same mining nodes to get the perfect charm. World, fucking decoration grind and siege weapon grind. Dear Lord. You know, there's a reason I skipped half of that shit. There's a reason I really only did Safi Jeev as part of that. Rise, the grind wasn't shit, it was just boring. But, you know, I genuinely think they did good with the end game. I just don't have a reason to participate in it. Because I have all the decorations I want. I have all the decorations I want. I have the weapons I want. My only problems at this point are the sheer limitations and just random bullshit going around about the game and how broken it is. Those are my only limitations. I have all the decorations I want. I have the weapons I want. I don't really care enough to go for Ardian weapons. I mean, hell, I have the one Ardian weapon I care about. I'm pretty much good, so the only reason I would have to do anything else would be to just farm armor and shit. And it pisses me off. Man. Maybe if I did like an Ardian Sleep Greatsword. I do have a good amount of attack, infusion, sleep stuff. So I could do this, and then just use mods to switch about the reinforcing bonuses.
to whatever the hell I care about. And theoretically, this could solve my problems. Because then I'm not trying to go for sheer damage numbers. I would then be trying to go for a lot of build-up, theoretically. And then just go for wake-up hits. So this could solve my problems? Oh no.
Ready to get to work?
Might as well forge it.
Alright, let's see what we can come up with.
Man.
To a T.
Now let's go over to Azu's. It's an Arcvel gem right there. Might need that later. If I still decide to farm for everything, that is. And still no Yan Kudku invasion. That shit only happened once and then they never came back. Now let's head over to Azu's. See if I can't max out the reinforcements without having to sacrifice my blast blade. Because, I mean, you know, Ardian weapons are kind of valuable. I mean, you get the Orichalcite back, but you don't get your pieces back. Days login bonus. Ooh. Alright. Tomorrow, new event quest becomes available. Tongue-tied. Huh. Wonder what that one's gonna be about. Tongue-tied, it sounds like a Chatacabra. Festival shares. Okay. Um. Hmm. So what? From the festival shares, I had 7, so I only needed 40. So I only need 43 now. Apparently, I need rubbery hide for something. I will say it is a good change that they keep that shit marked. When you're doing shit like this. I need 200 more. Sure. At least they're much easier to smelt than the armor spheres. Yeah, new limited bounties. 5 quests ranked 1 star or higher, that's literally any quest. 3 in the basin, 5 large high rank fanged beasts. I think Gadgerakin counts as a fanged beast. 3 temper monsters ranked 5-star or higher. I don't know if if tempered Agerakin's involved in that. Tempered Agerakin isn't coming around to the oil well anytime soon, though. Let's see, does it even count? Is it even a fanged beast? Okay, it is a fanged beast, so. See a couple tempered Agerakin investigations come up at some point. That's pretty much a fast pass to completing. Well, as long as it's a 5-star tempered.
Anything catch your eye?
Okay, reinforce
Doesn't love a little
Guardian weapons. And I know there's a way you can, like, save scum it to figure out what you're gonna get. I'll just use the mods, it's fine.
Ready to get to work?
Okay, so let's see. Sharpness boost, 2 element boost, and an attack boost. Well, I mean, I was looking for sleep buildup.
Fit you to a T.
Is build up boost a thing in this game?
From the others.
I forget. See if it was. Okay, no, it's not. Okay, there is sleep attack, which I do have a 3-star for. So if I swapped you out for you, take it up to 578 sleep. And then if I put attack on it, and put a focus handicraft on it, if I use mods, I can swap out that sharpness boost for another attack boost. Since the handicraft paired with the weapon's natural white sharpness, it should be fine. And then I keep the 2 element boosts. That could probably be some pretty nasty sleep damage. But even then, it would probably just be straight up better to get a critical set and go for critical status. Although, that'd actually be an interesting greatsword build. Have blast and sleep blades. And then go for critical status with 100% affinity. Maybe. I don't know. And it wouldn't be a 4A build since 4A only affects paralysis and poison. Although with this amount of sleep, theoretically, I could use this more effectively in a pure attack, in a raw attack base build, than I could blast. since it would essentially be making up for all the damage it's losing from critical, or at least most of it, through wake-up hits, which are pretty easy to land true charge wake-up hits thanks to focus mode. And along with that, I'd still be able to play Greatsword how I want. So this is definitely an option. Honestly, I mean, it might be fun fucking around with Sleep Greatsword. It could be a thing. It could be a thing. Maybe. It could be a thing. It could definitely be a thing. And if I really want to get jiggy with it, I could... Can you proc Counter-Strike with a barrel bomb? Hold on. Excuse me. Because if you can proc Counter-Strike with a barrel bomb, then that makes this shit a lot better. You can! How long does it last, though? $30, it looks like. Then smaller barrel bombs, I believe, do the same. I think the regular barrel bombs have a fuse on them. Hold on. I'm cooking. I'm cooking. Just give me a second. I think I'm cooking here. I don't know. Well, before I do though, I gotta put something away for room for the small barrel bombs. Shut the fuck up. What do you got? I'm not talking to you, Rosso. What do you got?
Don't be shy. Have a look. Hope it serves you well. Hope it serves you well. Here,
A ticket in the image of a hunter who traveled to the new world.
you take care of yourself.
Ooh.
Hey. Got something in mind? Yeah.
What? Oh, there we go. Oh no, it's mid. Oh no, it's mid.
Do still be drippy, though. I will admit, do still be drippy. Got the old clunky slinger and everything. And wow.
See you later.
And wow. But anyway. Small barrel bombs. Do they have a fuse? I seem to remember them having a fuse. Okay, cool. I don't even have to waste one of the big ones. Okay. So this is the sleep one, right? Yep. Okay. It's asleep. Okay. It could work. It could work. I mean, it doesn't proc sleep as fast as I was hoping. And it'll probably be even slower in actual fighting, but it could work. That's the point. It could work. I can proc Counter-Strike, so I at least get something. It could work. That's the thing. That is the main thing. It could work. If I just use Sleep Blade, it could work. And even then, I could probably put it as the secondary in a greatsword build. Maybe. I might have to get a second Sleep Blade and do affinity reinforcements instead of attack ones, but it could work. It could work. Because I think I need to get another sleeping attack infused tube in order to craft another one. But it could work. It could definitely work. This just hear me out. This might work. Because of the wake-up hits, it technically doesn't fully rely on just its regular attacks. Or at the very least, fights should go faster even when I use this greatsword. Like, you know, it's a sleeping greatsword, so just in general, it's a good thing to bring to a fight unless it's multiplayer. I mean, again, obviously, it would perform much better in a critical affinity-based build, but it can work in a raw attack build. That's the thing I'm looking for. It can work. That's the main thing. It can work. Ugh. I mean, hell, I'm pretty sure I still have specialist meal though. So it's probably gonna proc even slower
Okay, then activate Counter-Strike. There we go, see? Plus, as long as I keep those 2 points of flare, it should be fine. It should work. Although that time, that was 983, which is 300 less than what I had before. So before, it might have just been a lucky critical hit. I don't know. I mean, it's the best I've got to try and make up for the damage loss of not doing a critical hit build. It's the best I've got. It's the best idea I have, anyway. Critical draw won't help it since the final bit of the wake up, unless... Okay, kind of wish that wound hadn't appeared there at that point. Activate Counter-Strike. And if we're going based off of parts that aren't wounded, 1005 on a critical draw. Okay, it's consistently getting 1005. Or at least the past 2 times it was 1005. Okay. Damn, bro. Fucking lucky I got 30 seconds with Counter-Strike. Okay, so yeah, I think the crit draw is 1005 each time if I change out the sharpness reinforcement for an attack boost. Should get a little bit more. Yeah, at the very least with this, I'm consistently getting 1,000 at least on wake-up hits. Okay, how much more difficult is it to... Because if I can swap out sleep attack for crit boost, then it should be much better. Yeah, I feel like with sleep attack it would have already been... Oh, there we go. So I don't think it's too much worse. And as long as I don't run into any ledges when I use the barrel bomb, I shouldn't be down for too long before... What? No way that was a wake-up hit. That... 530? No way that was a wake-up hit. Hold on. Okay, it takes a minute for this thing to fucking fall asleep. God damn, dude. There you go. First. And barrel bomb. Okay. Then What? No way you got up that quick. Does this thing build resistance? Is that what it is? Nah, bro, hold on. Just because I gotta make sure this shit is not building up resistances. No way it wakes up that quick. Did it wake up that quick every time? There's no way it did. Okay, that time... So it is building resistance. $1,077. It's not that much of a boost. Well, granted, it's only an extra boost of 9% compared to, I think it's 25 for regular critical hits. So it's not too much. I mean, it's something. You know, as long as I say, like, you know, switch to gun lance once it starts getting too hard to sleep monsters, it should be fine. So in other words, this works. This works, I'd say. I think, as long as I make room in my item pouch for the small barrel bombs to activate counter strike. Do I really need energy drinks? Well, I might as well keep all the blight curing stuff on me. I guess if I can manage to put adaptability on the build. I don't really need to have these in my item bar. I don't use dash juices anyways. I can trade those out to keep the flash pods in there. I don't really capture things at all. And I don't really use traps to immobilize monsters during the fight. Although, would it be better to actually start capturing shit? Because if it is better to start capturing shit, I mean, in World, it was better because it gave you more rewards just flat out. So is it the same in Wilds? I feel like it is the same, and that it just gives you more rewards. Yeah, I turned all of my trank bombs into trank ammo, expecting that that's what I would be using. But you know how it is. Yeah, it might be better if I just start capturing monsters anyways. Okay. And I have large dung pods in case any packs show up. Although I could just say fuck it like I did in World and just deal with it. And just have flash pods on me. Okay. Cool. I think that about does it now. I just need to figure out what kind of armor set I want, because I also just realized as long as the monster stays asleep for long enough, so I think for maybe like the first 3 sleeps I get on a monster, I'll be able to proc both the Warcry and Counter-Strike for maybe the first 3, depending on resistances and whatnot. So yeah, I wasn't even thinking about Warcry during that whole time, so I feel like Blanganga is still useful. I almost want to do Doshiguma. I almost said Dodogama. Doshiguma. Instead of anything else. Cause, I mean, again, both Greatsword and Gunlance can benefit from it. I mean, I'll have to figure out how to get... yeah, Warcry lasts a damn good while. Say, like, whole minute, maybe? Yeah, it lasts for a decent while. I'm pretty sure Powerhouse also lasts a decent bit. So as long as I can get power clashes and offsets semi-decently, which I don't know if that can happen with Gunlance. I have to see what specifically causes power clashes. Because if it's something specific that I can just replicate for any moves I know I can get power clashes off of. Like, I know a couple moves from Arkveld I can get power clashes off of. I know there's at least one I can get from Ajarakan. Of course, for some monsters, like New Udra, they don't have any power clashes, so I just have to deal with doing Greatsword offsets to activate it. Which, you know, could be fun. It could be fun learning New Udra with Greatsword. So I could do Blanganga and Doshiguma with maybe a dash of Jindahad arms for the adaptability. I guess. I don't know. Hmm. mean, I think Sleep Greatsword is probably the best option I have for wake-up hits. And, you know, since I'm using crit draw for the wake-up hits, I don't have to spend as much time setting up the actual hits. So, I have better odds of getting both Counter-Strike and Warcry active before the actual wake-up hit. Since I'm not spending as long, like I said, not spending as long as doing the actual hit if I was using True Charge. So... Okay. But I think I'm figuring it out now. I think I'm finally understanding what I'm trying to go for. And then I can still keep the Blast Greatsword and maybe just make a Sleep Affinity Greatsword. Or at least get a roll similar to what the Blast Greatsword has, in that I used all attack infusion parts, but most of the rolls are affinity. And I can use something like that in combination with the Blast Greatsword I currently have to make a special set for Jindahad. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, I think Sleep Greatsword is probably my best bet to try and combo with Gun Lance. Because, I mean, while again there is still critical status, so all in all, Sleep Greatsword would definitely work better on an affinity build. But, you know, I can make a special Jindahad Greatsword set, since that's clearly my weapon of choice for Jindahad at this point. And then I can take the Sleep Greatsword in to the first phase, get some early damage in with wake-up hits and whatnot. And then I assume by the time he gets to like the third area, his sleep resistance is gonna be high enough to where it's just not worth it anymore, and then I can swap over to the blast one. That could work. I mean, again, I'd have to make a second Sleep Greatsword to get different reinforcement bonuses to make that work. But for the one I have right now, this is probably my best bet to combine Greatsword and Gun Lance into the same set. Because while the way I play Greatsword doesn't work well with critical draw, I can use critical draw to get a consistently powerful wake-up hit. Whereas if I use True Charge, since it's not 100% affinity on the hit, like you saw in the training room, it could either be under 1,000 or a couple hundred over 1,000. So then it's just putting it down to luck. But at least with this, I can crit draw. I can use crit draw for the wake-up hit and get a consistently higher number, you know? So... And then, you know, I can just mainly use crit draw for that and then just play Greatsword how I would regularly, right? I think I'm cooking something. I think I am cooking something. We'll see, though. We'll see. As for armor pieces, though... I think my best bet is 2-piece Blanco, 2-piece, or at least get both the Doshiguma and Blanganga set bonuses. I still think those would be my best bet. And then maybe throw the Jin Dahad arms in there. Just because, you know, not only is it a free 3 slot, but, you know, or, you know, 2 levels of agitator depending on if I go alpha or beta. But it's also got a free adaptability in there, so as long as I'm wearing that set, I don't have to worry about environmental effects. Or at least, I don't have to worry about using hot and cold drinks. I don't know, I gotta fuck around with it a bit. See what works, see what doesn't. So, let's see for Blanganga. Let's see, what's the Doshiguma wastes like? Got latent power. I mean, I guess if quest... I mean, it's 2 more 2 slots, so, you know, more Counter-Strike availability. So, it could work. That, or I could go with Heroics from Guardian Doshiguma. Because there, I at least get 3 levels of it. With regular Doshiguma, I only get 1 level of latent power. And, you know, Guardian Doshiguma still gives me some decent 2 slots. So, that's still more than enough room. That should still be more than enough room for both Counter-Strike and Evade Extender. And then, you know, if I happen to get knocked back and take a large attack, I could at least try to make use of Heroic. So I go 2-piece Guardian Doshiguma, 2-piece Blanganga, and then throw Jin Dahad in there. I get max Agitator with level 3 Heroics, level 2 Flare from the Charm, and adaptability. And then with the 2 slots with the Blanco armor, I get Evade Extender. And then I still have enough with the Guardian Doshiguma set to get full Counter-Strike. And then, you know, a couple 1 slots to throw in there for, I guess, a couple levels of Divine Blessing. Maybe. Let's see, does the Blanco chest have any 1 slots? No. So yeah, I guess I could just throw in a couple levels of Divine Blessing in there, just for shits and giggles.
Got something in mind?
Of course, this does mean that I must face my arch nemesis, Guardian Doshiguma.
Done already? Heard from the others.
I guess I could just put wind chimes on both of them. Just say fuck it, you know. Now, since they're both the same pendant, it doesn't matter which weapon I have. Doesn't matter whether or not it's primary or secondary. They'll both have wind chimes. Okay. Well, now that that's decided, I guess the only thing left to do is go and fight Guardian Doshiguma. Man. That shit sucks. Why it gotta be Guardian Doshiguma, man? Next investigation isn't even gonna be here for an hour. Oh man. That shit honestly just fucking sucks. Well, I guess that's what I get from trying to mesh two weapons that don't fit together, Well, either way, I do feel pretty good about this set. I get Powerhouse for offset and power clash bonus. I get Warcry for wake up hit and just general attack bonus. I get Counter Strike for general attack bonus, plus, you know, small barrel bombs equal free wake up hit bonus. I get Agitator, so I get attack bonuses whenever the monster's angry. I think Agitator sticks around while the monster sleeps. I think. Maybe. Oh, if it doesn't, that's less wake-up damage, but, you know, whatever. I mean, at least to the training dummy, it does good damage. I mean, for wake-up hits, I'm either going to be hitting the head or the tail anyways, so I suppose it doesn't matter. But I think this is probably my best way to go. And then on top of all that, I get my beloved evade extender. I mean, granted, 3 evade extender might be a little much for something like Greatsword, because, you know, you saw in the last Jin Dahad fight I did, I just was struggling to stay within reach of him because of evade extender 3, so I might have to trade out one of those evade extenders for something else, just to help with the Greatsword a bit whenever I use it. What other 2-slot stuff is there? So we got Resentment, we got... I could add in a 4th Heroics in there. I could add that in. Could also do Destroyer. Man, but Evade Extender 3 feels so nice on Gunlance, though. I don't want to get rid of that shit. I don't know, maybe it'll work out. I could add a bit of ambush in there, but it's fine. Oh, whoops. Counter. Oh, shit. Oh, well, I mean... I might have to just... I don't know, because adding shockproof in one of those 1 slots would definitely be better. So maybe I could just go for 1 shockproof and then add an adaptability jewel in there. And then that negates environmental damage. So I'm assuming that means I don't have to worry about the lava in the lower levels of the basin. So that'd be nice. That'd be kind of comfy, actually. Which kind of, you know, goes with the whole reason I chose the Gunlance I did. Because the meta Gunlance is Guardian Arkveld's. It's Guardian Arkveld's Gunlance. This is regular Arkveld's Gunlance. And it's just like, I could go for Guardian Arcvelds, but like, I just like how comfy this gun lance feels. I mean, it's got natural white sharpness, so you know all my melee hits are gonna be decent. And you know, I think to memory at least, the only things white sharpness bounces off of are Nersilla's claws and Jin Dahad's back dorsal plate, the big one. I don't think even Gravios bounces white sharpness. I mean, granted, his hit zones don't become weak spots until you start breaking parts. But at the very least, I don't think you bounce. I don't know, it's been a minute since I fought Gravios. Speaking of which, would Gravios' armor set help me out at all? I don't know, I've only really been focusing on a few different armors. Reduces the damage you take by 5% when your health is full. And I assume that gets up to like 10% or something with Flawless Armor 2. See, peak performance, recovery speed, lots of peak performance. Damn. Gravios, your armor's kind of shit for what I need. Okay. Alright. But either way, I think I have the idea of what I want. I just need to fight Guardian Doshiguma for it. That's the only downside here. I just need to fight one of my Banes in this game. Guardian Doshiguma. Me and him, we do not like each other. Or at the very least, I don't like him. So... and clearly he doesn't want me to... He doesn't want anything to do with me since his next investigation is in 50 minutes. It's not even tempered. Tempered Arcveld, though. That's a decent one. Gives some decent amount of parts. Still no Yan Kutku invasion. So what? Did that happen once and then never again? Did I miss my chance? Oh well. Okay. Man, I don't want to fucking fight him. I don't want to fucking fight Guardian Doshiguma, bro. What do you mean you'll be going then? Where the fuck is... They come talk? Ooh. Hey, buddy. I was told the endemic life you capture was gonna wander around your base camp in the plains. And I assumed it meant my tent. But I guess it meant this tent. Damn, 26 fucking rations. You can't even... Oh, man, I was hoping you'd cook for me.
Got ourselves a decent haul, we do.
Man. Yeah, but yeah, I think two-piece Blankanga, two-piece Guardian Doshiguma with a dash of Jin Dahad is going to be my final set. At least until a title update comes around that adds something that'll change my fucking world. I don't think Mizutsune is gonna add anything that'll change my world. Cause as far as I remember Mizutsune, at least from Rise, it kind of revolved around Bubbly Dance, which theoretically Gunlance and Greatsword could take advantage of, but definitely not as well as others. I might try it out, but we'll see. But yeah, I guess first I'll go and see what this meal is all about. And then I would check out the event quest tomorrow on stream. I'm playing Final Fantasy Rebirth on stream tomorrow. So I won't be able to check it out the day it comes out, but you know. Sure. We're eating salamander, bro? I hope it's fucking good. Hey, Augustus, make sure to give some to that frog on your head. Alright. Yeah. Okay. Time to fight Guardian Doshiguma. Man. I also use some lucky vouchers. Okay. So I probably won't be using the greatsword that much until I get the actual set all done and dusted. Since, you know, greatsword can't really take that much advantage of burst. Yeah, Werner, I know you're over there. Get some defense up, too. I'm not gonna lie, for a second I forgot the input for Wyvern's Fire. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm still not used to using Gunlance with the paddles on the controller. Ow. Oh. Oh shit. Quickly. Holy shit. Quickly to the barrel. Yeah, fuck you gonna do now, Fuck you gonna do. Yeah, I really gotta figure out what happens to make a power clash happen. Ah, I was trying to... I was hoping he just missed me and I could... Oh shit. Oh damn, the shit just breaks when the monster leaves the area?
I gathered some materials too. Check your field pouch.
Ah. Ah. Damn. Right? I keep forgetting that he just says no to wounds. I am noticing a lot more wounds though. Hello, Fulgur Anjanath. Okay, I was hoping I could hit the one on the neck there. Yeah, fuck you gonna do, huh? Oh, come on, hit something, bruh! Okay. Okay, it's on his fucking elbow. No. I say no to your moves. You missed. You suck. Ah, I couldn't clip his tail. Okay. Oh, get back here. Get fucked, Hirobami! Oh shit. Fucking Hirobami, go away! Oh my god, Hirobami. Stop! Hirobami, how did you come to be the most frustrating thing about this quest so far? How the fuck was Hirobami so the most frustrating thing about that? You're gonna take your fucking tail shard with you, bitch. Yeah, you got a beast gem though. It's pretty nice. Okay. So I didn't see a lot of notifications that I got shit for the wish list. So did I get enough just from that one quest, or? No, I didn't. Still need quite a few fangs. And another guardian blood. Alright. Okay. Damn. Okay.
Ensign Quest, by order of the guild.
Over here!
A supply shipment's come in. Hope you find something useful.
Bro, you want me to drag Guardian Doshiguma all the way over there? Suck my dick. There's far more effort than needed, okay? Oh, come on, I shielded. Oh shit! I keep forgetting that he doesn't care. I am definitely noticing a lot more wounds popping up though. So maybe everybody was right when they said that Flayer 2 is better than Flayer 5. Oh, hello, tempered chicken. Oh, I was really hoping I could get something that time. Okay, there we go. Hello, Matrice. I mean, if you want to get in the way, you're free to get in the way. Alright, kind of fucking him up right now. Oh. Oh great, the chicken's angry. He's gonna be following us. Okay. Yep, there's the chicken. Well, hold on. There we go. Damn. Alright. We're fine, though. You can't match my back hops. Okay, your spit can match it, though. Ah. Oh, come on. I'm fine, though. We're fine, though. That's fucking 5 minutes, dude. Alright, I think the only reason Guardian Doshiguma pissed me off so much before was because he kept attacking after I broke the wounds, which, I mean, regular Doshiguma does, but he only does it when he gets, like, really angry, you know? So it was pissing me off. I think that was really the only thing. After a while and coming back to him. Ugh. Had a fucking hiccup or burp or whatever it was. But you know, after not fighting him a while and then coming back to it, I get it now. I mean, I don't know if me getting it would help me fight him with greatsword, but you know, I get it.
From the others.
And I assume I still need more fangs? Yeah, I still need 2 more fangs, and I still need a guardian blood plus. Then what have I been getting? You know, let's do this regular optional for him. Thing is all the way in the corner of Area 6. No.
Hope you find something useful.
Huh. And the local sacred population are having a scuffle. Allow me to join in. Ooh. Got his ass. Quite literally got his ass. Ooh. Oh yeah. A lot more wounds are showing up than normal. Ah, I thought it'd be cool. I thought I've spaced it perfectly. No. Oh, bastard. Okay. I just missed that fucking... I just missed it. Oh, now you roar. Okay, dickhead. Ow. Oh, he did a double swipe. I would have escaped if he just did that first one. Oh, what do you mean I got hit? See, this is what I mean by taking advantage of heroics. I mean, granted, the Palico does kind of just heal you now, so... So Heroics isn't as useful as it would have been if the Palico wasn't so useful. Damn it, dude. There we go. Am I close enough? Well, I got 3. Oh my god, fucking piecing this guy up. Surely you'll give me that Guardian blood now.
This is a rare research opportunity. Can't let it
There we go. Oh no, that was another Fang. Hmm. Okay, well there we go. Got the Guardian blood. Although I think that still leaves one more Fang to get. Right, I still need one more Fang. Yeah. Alright. I'll capture him this time, or at least I'll try to pay attention to the thing so I can capture him this time. Okay. Alright. Fuck yeah, no surprises. I mean, I'm kind of feeling good about it now. I used to very much not like to hunt this guy. I guess a while away was all I really needed. Okay, to victory! Boop! Stay there. Got his ass. Oh man, I scuffed the fucking Wyvern Fire input. Oh, he was roaring. I thought he was doing his rear up for an attack shit. Okay. Up the ass. Oh, I thought I was out of the way enough. Oh, just poked it. Ow. Get back here, you some bitch. I ain't done with the likes of you, I tell you what. Bitch. A vine trap, beautiful. Hey, buddy. Why don't you walk in there? There you go. Oh, I didn't think he went that far forward with it. Oh. I keep forgetting I can't do the slide swipe backwards. Ah, come on, I was pressing dodge. Oh, come on. Okay, now he's kind of got me on the back foot here. I'd also like to know where the hell he learned to spit defense down. Okay, hold on. Shock traps down. So if I could just get him to walk in it, I might be able to capture him right now. Ooh. Beautiful. And of course, none of the capture materials were fucking... Although, honestly, I have the carver thing from the meal, so it would have been better if I killed it. Well, shit! I gotta do another one. Yeah, I forgot I had the carver thing from the meal on. So, as of right now, it's better... Well, I mean, technically, is there any advantage to do one or the other? Because, I mean, as far as I know, capturing it only gives you 3 extra rewards after the quest rewards, and then carving also gives you 3 extra rewards. So is there even any advantage to capturing it? Or is it just like a, oh hey, look at this, I captured it? Or is it just a way to quickly end the quest? I don't know, I guess that's just another thing I gotta search up. But as of right now, it's more beneficial for me to kill it than to capture it. Since I get 4 or 5 carves off of it with the meal bonus, instead of just 3 capture rewards. Alright.
Now commencing quest by order of the guild.
Let's get her going. Sup, bitch? Oh, I pressed the roll button. Fuck you. Oh shit. Oh shit. I feel like I will never not forget that shit from time to time. You can kiss my dick. Okay, so far he's captured me in the middle of me doing shit. Yeah, that's a full knockdown. It doesn't stay down for too long. Ah. Power Clash. Ow. I tried to do something after that hit. Hello, Guardian Fulgur. Do you think Anjanath's gonna be another one that they're gonna try and put in every game? Oh, come on. Shit! Woo! Oh, come on! It would have been cool game, but no. I can get it. I cannot get it. Okay. No. And it was a full knockdown. Oh, just got him. Ooh. Ah! Man. I was just unable to grab him with it. Bro, why can't they jump down while you're fucking sharpening your weapon? You can climb up and do all this other shit while I'm sharpening, but you can't just jump down? Damn. Okay. Come on. There we go. Okay. The fuck was that? I think that was Nursilla. Okay.
Hey. Anything catch your eye? Alrighty. Perfection.
Alright.
Ready to get to work? Alrighty. Perfection.
Then... Okay, well, I can at least get the helmet fully upgraded. Oh, just enough to get it to level 7. Okay. Then... Okay. Then I keep the Flare Charm. Put in 3 counter. 3 jumping. And adapt. And... You'll shockproof. Okay. It's 2, 4, 5. Okay, so I didn't overdo it on agitator. Alright. Oh, the wounding blade set is dead. I might make a greatsword only set once I actually get all the armor pieces and whatnot. Now we have the true final main build. I just have to fully upgrade the coil and it'll be fine. Okay. Alright, well, I think that's a good spot to end it out on. So yeah, essentially this set just boils down to primary use of gun lance. And then on monsters I'm comfortable with great sword. Or, you know, on monsters that I think will be fun with great sword, I'll then start off with the good old sleep greatsword. And after I'd say about 3 sleeps, I don't know, it really depends on how fast they go to sleep. After 3 sleeps, just about, it also really depends on how fast they wake up. So 3 sleeps, I'd say. 3 or 4, 2 to 4, I'd say. Really depends on whenever I miss my full wake up hit combo of 2 victory, barrel bomb, crit draw. Really, whenever that happens, then I either just keep going with greatsword and just don't bother with doing the whole setup for wake up hits, or I swap to gun lance. But you know, main idea is to primarily use gun lance. But yeah. I mean, I'm kind of liking this. You know, I've got full agitator, full counter strike, full evade extender. Even had room for full adaptability. Got 2 flare. I'm feeling pretty good about this. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just feeling pretty good about it. So, yeah. I guess I'll end it off here with the set finally complete. And I'll just be using this until whatever comes in the title updates ends up changing it. 'Cause odds are there's probably gonna be something coming in through title updates that'll make me want to change it up. Other than that, though, I think this is probably gonna be it. I mean, even when Flare gets fixed, because I have no doubt it's going to get fixed, I think it's fine just leaving Flare at level 2. You know, I mean, again, when it does get fixed, I'm not gonna be getting a shit ton of wounds anymore, like I did with Guardian Doshiguma. But either way, with some levels in Flare, it'll still be easier to inflict wounds. So it doesn't really matter. But yeah. For now, though, this is it. I'm feeling good about it. I'm feeling good about it. There's nothing else really to say about it. I think I figured it out. It should be fine. We'll see how it goes, though, but yeah, I got really nothing more to do today. Tomorrow is gonna be back to Final Fantasy. And then Thursday is gonna be back to farming for armor sets. Which I think the next one I have to do is Nursilla. And then hopefully we can get a decent bit of that done, cause I at the very least want to have all the armor sets, with the exception of all the secret ones, cause I know those take special tickets that you can only get in specific places, so they just sound really annoying to get. So, with the exception of all, like, the special secret ones, unless I happen to have enough of the special material by the time I get to it, with the exception of those, I want to get all the armor sets and have all of them by the time the first title update is out, because then I just only have one armor set to deal with. And then, you know, whenever I'm done with the armor, want to get all the weapons done. Eventually, I'll have a specific set for each weapon. I'm sure the Wounding Blade set is going to come back with a fresh new look. Because I'm sure they'll have some of the skills, at least some of the skills that are broken fixed by the time I'm finished with the armor. Maybe. Depends on how much I get done on Thursday and over the weekend. But yeah, I hope